Another day, another dollar.
I think we may need to back the pressure off. It may be socking them to China.
We'll have us a speed race, but I bet he's gonna win because I'm having to go slow because that Johnson grass on the edge of that terrace there. Thursday morning, and we're trying to get started planting the first of the double crop soybeans. Doing something I've never done before last year, and that is planting my double crop soybeans untreated. Now I do treat all my early beans. I treat them with the good stuff, that way I get 100% replant in case they don't come up. I'm not out any money other than my time and my expense, which we get paid some money on replants through crop insurance. But these beans here, just bare naked soybeans, all natural. These are a 4.9 Pioneer unless. Crank up the pressure on them openers to cut through, so you got enough force to cut through that weight straw. I got a dang fan belt walking on that tractor. I'm hoping they make it through the day. If they can just make it through the day, I'll change them in the morning. We've been trying to get some early starts, but it just ain't been, I mean, we've been getting here early, but we ain't been, hadn't been having no success on getting the tractors and the combine started early. Like right now, I had to put an alternator on that tractor this morning. If we're gonna have a problem, this is where we'll have a problem. It's right here in this thick, heavy wheat straw in the tire track. So if we're gonna have a problem, that's where we'll have it. This is where you kind of need some treated beans, because them untreateds don't show up quite as well.
think we may need to back the pressure off. It may be socking them to China. There's a bean. I don't know where I flicked them out though, from what depth. Got good soil moisture. That's a good thing. Yeah, they down there 2 inches deep. It's the first time we planted double crop beans since we put the new openers in. It is definitely cutting through the straw much better. In regular, just conventional ground, I think I'd rather have the old wore out disc though. Yeah. Cause it don't flake soil out as near as bad. Let's try this. Joyce Brothers double crop soybeans take 2. Alright, this will be the tail. This will tell the tail. Old green straw. Got a half of mine just to leave it alone, because I ain't calling for rain till Monday and I don't want them to run out of moisture. So we got the drill set. We're drilling a population of a little over 160,000, about 165,000. You got to plant them a little thicker with the drill, especially on 7.5 inch spacings. We got the depth set. It's an 1.5 inches where there's not a lot of straw, and about 3/4 where there's real heavy straw. Now that ain't, you know, you could do a better job with the planter with row cleaners, but I feel pretty confident in that. Got plenty of soil moisture. We definitely got the heat units, so I probably feel a little better putting them a little deeper where there's not any straw, where there ain't no cover, ain't as much cover on the ground, because that sun's gonna bake the moisture out of that ground pretty quick. So it's not gonna hurt anything for them to be down there in a little more moisture. But we got that done. Like I said, we've been trying to start early in the mornings. It just ain't been working. You know, by the time we get everything serviced and ready to go, you know, we could have started the combine early today, but we're wanting to get this drill started. I like to keep the drill about a day behind the combine for 2 reasons. With it being a day behind the combine, it gives the sun time to bake that straw and dry it out a little more where the drill can cut through it better. But I don't want to get over a day behind the combine, because when you cut that weed off, more sunlight can get down onto the ground and you can start losing soil moisture pretty quick. So that's my thinking on that. I'm sitting in the semi truck right now waiting for the air to pump up so I can release my air brakes. I've got to take this load of weight off from that farm yesterday. Bob's down there. We got his drill set, so he's down there pumping fuel in my combine right now. That way it's ready to go as soon as I get back. As soon as I get back, we'll be ready to hit it hard. Have the drill and the combine running. Well, alright guys, we're finally getting started. Got Robert started planting beans. Got that weed hauled off. Now I'm going back here to the field to start for the day. I think we finally got our yield monitor calibrated.
what we've seen, the acres, we cut 3,529 bushels yesterday, and the monitor showed 3,509. So it was 20 bushel off on a 3,500 bushels. But what was wrong, it's counting the acres wrong. It said we cut 47 acres yesterday and we didn't cut but 40. And we think something had to do with the header switch. The climate field view's been right on, but it uses the GPS and it's got the automatic sections. It automatically cuts on and off when you come into some coverage. So it was right. The climate field view was right on it because it was counting the acres right. So I changed a couple things in the header height sensing on this new yield monitor, so we'll see if it makes a difference. So we already started in this bottom. We're gonna try to get it finished up. As soon as Robert plants that 3.6 acres up there by the pond, he will be here to start planting on this, so we need to get ahead of him. Another day, another dollar. This field here that I'm cutting on, y'all can see that big grassy area down there. We're down kind of in a bottom field, and it runs up on the hill. But we went on and put it in wheat because the reason we're putting it in wheat is more of a soil health thing than just trying to make the maximum yield. There's a riser right here I gotta work around. But we're just putting this wheat in this bottom because it helps suppress poana. Poana's a weed. It helps suppress it in the spring. And it seems like it keeps this ground from souring. You know, this old ground, it's like them wheat roots help get some air down into the soil. So that's why we're going for it by putting wheat down here in the bottom. Which this wheat right through here is gonna make super good. It always does. We should see our average start to climb. We didn't have a lot of cost in this wheat. What we planted down here in the bottom was, the year before was a wet spring, and we didn't get all the wheat drilled that we wanted to, so we had some leftover seed. So last fall we sent a sample, we sent the seed off for a germ test, and the germination come back good on the seed. I know somebody's gonna ask about the trash bag on the auger. This combine come out of Illinois, out of corn country, and apparently they love them perforated augers up there. So we've got to take some tape in a trash bag, and that's the easiest thing we have found to cover up those perforations. We tape that up so we don't lose any weight out of it. And when we start back shelling corn, we'll just get up there and cut the tape. Safety, live with it.
We're going with the old school method today. You know what the old school method is? You just cut and you dump it. You just cut it and you dump it straight on the truck and don't deal with the buggy. Why are we doing that, you may ask? Because we're doing that because Robert's drilling beans. We should see him here in just a minute. Oh, going over a terrace. Everybody hold on to your butts. Alright. Idle her down. Turn on the header switch. Throttle her back up. And let the header down. Turn 4-wheel drive back on. Do it again. Let's do a little truck driving, ear jamming, whatever you want to call it these days. If you're a retired truck driver and in the Dyer, Tennessee area and got some good references, hit me up because I may would give you a truck driving job in the fall.
us a speed race, but I bet he's gonna win because I'm having to go slow because that Johnson grass on the edge of that turf, sir.